Right? Right? Because, like, just imagine that. Just imagine if God was here. Like, if God could be any one of us. Say, for instance, God was sitting next to you, sitting up staring at God, and trying to intimidate God, and flexing your authority, your influence, you know what I mean, your attention. You're using open attention against God, basically trying to act like ain't nothing they can do without the police, and it's God. Right? For whatever reason, we might be going through this, right? End up being God, we would feel stupid. We would feel fucking retarded seeing how we look sometimes around strangers. That's retarded. Niggas is lunatics. It's like you feel like God better do it. It couldn't be God. God would never do that. You never know. God might put himself on earth. God can do anything you want to do. And be sitting here like one of us. Just to fuck with himself. Nigga, God might, come to earth and purposely give himself amnesia, nigga. Just to fuck with himself. Nigga, you could be God and don't even remember, nigga. That person could be God and don't even remember, okay? But anything is possible, especially when it comes to that. There's no impossibility for God. So it's like, you want to treat life as if God better do what it is you think he gonna do or better do. Because it's written in this book, and I see why it is. I understand why it happened, because it's written in this book. It's been explained to you, it's been described in detail exactly the limits and levels, as well as the laws and parameter proximity of what can happen and what would be holy law as permittable, right? So it's like you want to say to yourself, why would God do that? Because then it'd be like he was playing a trick on me, and if you want to judge me, then that means God is a jerk and he deserves to feel guilty for fucking with me. Yo, God don't work off guilt trips, yo. God do what he want to do. However, God does what God wants to do is what should be done. God don't do what should be done because he has to. It's a choice to do the best thing. And so these laws are surrounding a description, a diagram as to how you could never challenge God's motive. It would be impossible to, right? And so you would never expect for God to be right next to you. But that's something you should never put out of your mind. Because first of all, I don't say nowhere where God wouldn't do that. The only thing you have to try to factor in is your own comprehension, your own understanding, your own sort of judgment, your own analyzation, where you are now justifying God's motive, God's intention by subjecting you to such a test, basically. Right? He's sitting next to me and he knows that I'm a bitch ass nigga, basically, a hater, basically. God's over here fresh, nigga. God is over here plush. Nigga's the most immaculate looking motherfucker ever. And not only is he a handsome man, God is a beautiful, bodacious woman. First of all, God is completely covered up. All you can see is her eyes, but she smell amazing and she's not looking at you. And so you want to try to act like you're going to treat her like every other woman because you can. And ain't nothing she can do because she's a man. But that's God. And it don't matter if it's not God, because if it is God and she gonna make it to where you have to feel stupid, then God deserves not to be fucking respected if he gonna make you feel stupid. Right? So that's how we be thinking. We be thinking the wrong way. It's like, I feel like we should think deeper. Are we even thinking about what we should be thinking about? A lot of times we focus on the wrong thing. As far as, oh, well, justifying what it is that you would want to do anyway, when it's just, which is not even that you want to do, it's basically what you are doing. Instead, it is what you should do, when you should be wanting to do what it's best to do, and getting to the point to where you can grow, if you're not already there, as to be wanting to do, to be desiring to do, to crave to do, to prefer to do what is best universally to do. And that's difficult. And that is one part of the difficulty in the hard work involved with the smart work. That's going to keep you centered. Right? Because it's so many different opinions, so many expectations, so much judgment flying around. Okay? So many guilt trips. Right? So many doubts. Right? All this fear as to, well, God would never do that. Well, what God to do? Well, look, we need to understand so that we can, just be able to have some maneuverability. Well, look, you're not never finna understand. So what is the usage of this? What is the function? And that's just where to start. Where is it leading you? Don't stop there. Because even the instructions go into full detail as to the actual fucking significance and purpose for even the speculation to begin with. And that's all inclusive of serving light, love, and life universally. And that's going to take not only your understanding, but your extensive and advanced experience. And that's becoming much more difficult because much more things are sprawled out and disparaged. The connections are even that much more weaker. Like I said, more of less, right? More useless shit, right? You doing more of less with less impact, less effect. But it's all, the effect in itself is universal and all connected to where that, when you get to 100, that's the 100 for everybody, right? And it's just that powerful. That's how we can fall off and expire, nigga. Because it's that much power.